if
So.
he needs to. Is that a fucking elven monk in a fighting ring?
Yes. I love him. He's
That
my
is
little Aaron.
fucking great! I love that!
And one of my players, who was level 3, beat him, and he's a level 7 monk.
You had to have been rolling absolute garbage for them to do that.
No, I made a custom feed that was a massive mistake. Massive. It has quickly been rectified because he beat a level 7.
Do take the phrase "kill him with kindness" quite literally. Okay. Where's my sword? I'm gonna label it kindness.
So, welcome, everyone, to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. As you can see, we're starting up episode 9 of Steam and Rain. And, of course, our wonderful, wonderful players are all ready to go. Hello, General. So,
How's the mountain?
what is it?
I was asking him, how's the mountain?
So, episode 9. Last we left off, our wonderful group had not only met and talked to a rather interesting woman in a long black dress with pale skin and long flowing black hair. We also had our group meet and beat a very large zombified creature. This creature, of course, had demolished some of the structures nearby to the manor, and was originally seemingly targeting this small hidden village itself. Now, after a very harrowing fight that Thormir got the brunt of, for the most part.
And not a freaking tank.
Our wonderful group was given respite and a place to sleep in our wonderful but strange half-elven's home. This necromancer that they had met before and found out more about had given them a place to rest their heads, as, of course, they couldn't really just go anywhere, and they were pretty badly beaten. Well, Thormir was, at least.
Thank you.
But after everything that had happened, all of the pain that Thormir had been put through,
Yes.
our wonderful group regained their long rest, each gaining an apple of mysterious origin. And any of you that have eaten the apple may add 10 temporary hit points.
Wow, you tripled my you gave me a third of my health.
So, apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple.
Remember correctly, is the first thing to go is shield, then temporary health, right? It goes.
So what the fuck does that mean?
So
Which means you have an apple.
correctly, it goes my shield damage, then it goes temporary, then it goes to my health, right?
Yeah. Temporary always goes before your regular health. You'd think James hasn't been DMing for 7 years plus.
Well, you typically don't get to see the shield, temporary health, and health combo at the same time.
Well, now you get to. So, you all have gotten your long rest. You awaken the next morning. You smell bacon and eggs being made. And awaken to this beautiful wafting scent in the air. And you look over, and the elf is actually cooking over the fireplace. Or the half-elf.
Annoying.
And Darrow, of course, awakens to a cat on his face once again.
At one point you don't want me to pet you, and now you want to fucking... Okay.
Good morning, all. It seems that you've found yourselves well rested. Breakfast? As he then holds out the skillet with the eggs currently frying in them.
I thought you wouldn't ask.
Yes, sure. Thank you. I much appreciate it.
He then sets a wooden plate in front of Lars and Thormir. Jade, of course, following along behind the two as she sits between them, another plate placed in front of her. He looks to Darrow as Darrow is comfortable in the chair that he was originally sitting in last night. Would you like breakfast as well, or do you plan on sleeping in for a little longer?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. He then hands a plate to Darrow as well. So, I thought about it as you all were resting. Considering the situation that we find ourselves in, I do believe that following the path of that creature may lead you to its origin, which may also lead you to him.
Alrighty.
But you said the him was a kid who was in town.
He
The
was.
likelihood was that he stole the books for somebody else.
He may have. He may have stolen them for himself, somebody else, but wherever the source is probably wherever that zombie came from.
That's fair.
Zombie came from northeast, correct?
Northwest.
That was my bad, as I had tried to rectify that last night. Or not last night, last time. Technically last night for the the characters, but technically speaking, the map you all were looking at was sideways. Because you all came from the path, which was to the east of the village, into the forest, and we were looking at the map from south to north, basically, but it was supposed to be east to west from bottom to top. So, technically, the zombie came from the northwest, towards the Clawed Cliffs.
We do have an issue. If we go northwest towards the Clawed Cliffs, how are we gonna meet up with
Aiden,
Eden? Yes. That
That is
is it?
not even close to what I said.
Iden?
I did.
And I.
Not
No way.
Iden. It's someone else. It's a lion? A lion. Whenever a lion meets up with us within the road. So if we partake in going northwest, we're gonna be going completely in a different direction. No one to meet up with a lion. Any takes, thoughts? Daryl,
Been
thoughts?
roughly one, 5 days for him to get back to where we were, maybe. 4.5, technically.
With carriage, yes.
We sent him back on horse. He isn't even back in town yet, let alone has a carriage for us to use. Give it an extra day. Should be able to swing it, maybe.
At least leave some kind of information for him alongside the road. Just in
Well,
case.
out of all of us, I think you're the best suited for that.
That's what I'm pretty much getting. Get out of
Why is there a question? You agree? We agree.
I just didn't
Want
know.
to leave a message? You want to leave a message for him? Full send it. Go.
I'm just trying to.
I don't know what you think you'll be able to do, but I trust you. I'm guessing Lars agrees with it. Man's enjoying his fucking eggs and bacon.
No, it's just more to see what y'all, what, what you partake in thoughts with this situation.
It's either we keep walking, or we help this group out here and keep it going. I, for one, would rather take care of a necromancer.
No, I'm not necessarily against thoughts, especially for the favors. Alright, okay. Udon, do you by any chance have some form of pen and paper you wouldn't mind me putting on outside for our transport whenever we get to this point?
Walden.
Fuck it. Walden.
You called this man Udon, and I was very confused. I thought you were talking to Allie about food.
Walden.
I love you, Matt.
Necromancer village. Oh my god.
I'm calling this motherfucker Noodles now.
I have parchment that you can borrow if that's what you're asking.
That would be much appreciated. I'm gonna write a note to our transport, so just in case we can stop here and settle for a while, just so he knows we haven't quote unquote ditched him.
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh,
Are you needing parchment for a large map, or are you needing a small one?
give me 1 second.
Hmm.
I can do that. Yes, I would need a large parchment so we can see it off the side of the road.
How long has he been gone? So we've been walking for how many days?
It's been roughly a day.
A
It was
day?
nearing the end of the day when we saw the light and came to the village. And then it became nighttime, and then we had the whole debacle. It is now the next day.
In total, you all have been walking for about 2 days. Before the night here.
It's all about just covering the bases.
We're on day
Rather-
3.
Yes.
Are we? I thought we were on day 1.
You all have been walking for... You all had camped out twice. The first night after the carriage got ransacked by the metal guy. Then the second night where you all had been traveling for that day and a half.
Leave in the morning.
You all would be on your third day, technically. You'd be starting your third day.
So it's second day from the incident.
Mm.
Which means we have 2 days at least until he starts heading back this way.
Holy shit. Blinding for a moment.
Needless to say, I don't want the guy catching up and then just proceeding and just goes to the next town over without us.
I suppose that would suck.
Yeah, missing your ride. If I could do more than paper, I would. I could probably scratch it in a tree, but that just...
The half-elf does get you a parchment and paper, and you are able to make a map very, very easily, in all honesty.
Alrighty, and then I write down a note explaining where we're at, what we're doing, and to basically stay here until we get back. Then I leave for a bit to go put up the note. On
We're
the
not
top.
far from the road. Like,
It's not far, but it's far enough.
Turns out he's bringing out a small armada of people and guards.
Yum, 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 yum.
So
And
Stormir
this-
gets up and leaves the house. Y'all do your thing.
I'm just eating food. I'm having a great time. I'm also preparing my spells. If it will ever load.
Is it not letting you load?
It's not letting me load.
Lars is just a giant buffer symbol next to his eggs and bacon.
The Wheel of Death.
Everything loads out so quickly, even as try to go into the character sheet.
Hey!
Says no.
Hey!
So
Ow! That one hurt. Felt my heart palpitate for a second.
Ooh.
Anyway. So, as Thormir is wandering off to pin up the note, what are you all doing?
Eating my damn food.
I'm just preparing my notes.
Eating my damn food and can't. It's not like I can redo the fucking great rune. So
Hmm.
Chaos redeemed the he gone duck.
I always look sad, Chaos. That's just my face.
I have resting depressed face.
A resting bitch face mixed with resting depressed hobo, alright? Leave me alone.
Do 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 do.
I know for a fact this man's not listening to Seven Nation Army right now. He's just tisming the entire thing.
I'm gonna fight 'em off.
The
My
fuck
Seven
you are.
Nation never can hold me back.
Amazing, huh?
I know, Chaos, I know.
Yeah, that's so fast on my phone, but when it comes to my actual tablet, nah.
I woke up to the cat sleeping on my fucking face, apparently.
Cigarette. Bam, ba-dum, bam, 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 bam. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, ding, bing, bing,
I am very cozy as of the moment.
So,
Alright, done. One. It made it from sugar cookies.
sugar cookie.
That shit's amazing. Like, we got some bomb ass frosted sugar cookies.
Granted. Closes the book. I'm prepared for my spells. For some reason, the page was a bit more fragile today.
Well, when your books are full of arcane, it can happen.
Lovely.
So, what will you all do?
How long do we got?
We have like 2 days, roughly, for him coming back.
Yeah, we have 2
So-
days for the carriage to get to us. We also have a fucking necromancer problem. No offense.
I'm saying we can definitely do it. It's a necromancer, so like it or not, he's either experienced or things are going out of hand quickly.
Is this still while Dormir is gone? Or is this
Yes.
right now? Okay. Ah,
This is just, I guess, conversations had while you're doing your thing.
cool, cool.
The way I would go definitely for that we need to take care of. We need to get rid of. We need to figure out this necromancer deal. Internet's gone in and out. All of a sudden.
Mm.
That's annoying.
Jade, looking around at what's going on, looks to Lars and Darrow and just kind of snacks on her egg.
Well, I've weighed my opinion and my thoughts on the matter. Besides, it would be profitable. If it's just a boy, then we're saving a possible mage. Who is, if he's already doing works like this, points outside, has great potential. The right tutelage can perform great services indeed.
You sure you're not doing this just because you want the book?
I was getting to that. Or the lad's been working for somebody else, and that's probably the worst scenario, which then we need to definitely get rid of it because it would become a massive future problem later on. Where many would probably die. Which is only fuel to a necromancer. No offense.
Some taken.
So the way I look at it, we're eventually going to be coming back. At least I am. And I don't want to deal with an out of control situation when we come back.
Mm.
That's my thoughts.
What are you clicky-clacking over there?
Me?
No. He's hyper-focused on something.
I'm just waiting for y'all. Y'all's interactions and stuff are up to you, but if you just want to sit here in silence, then we could do that.
I've spoken.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
We've
waiting
gone
for
through
your
the
interaction.
interactions we would have to go through. We're waiting for the frickin' dwarf to get back and for you to stop tinkering with whatever you're tinkering with.
I'm always tinkering with things.
Yeah, but in the middle of D&D, it's suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
It's just
Don't
supposed to be.
be
It's
suspicious.
supposed to be suspicious.
That is.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, James. Every single time you open your mouth, you give him 5 new ideas. Stop it.
I can start making it tens real quick. Don't them. It's how we could become better, though. He bounces ideas off me, and he bounces ideas off him.
We are mid-session. You do not give him ideas mid-session. You wanna know what happens when you do that? We get an owlbear dropping in through the fucking ceiling roof. No.
Don't give me that idea. I actually love owlbears.
Exactly.
And I know how to play
It's
them
not like
because
I-
their lore is much scarier than people will ever realize.
It's not to mention he has an automatically ready miniature right by his side.
I have minis, but they're not of my character, so...
I wish I had minis.
Behind my summoned skull, I have these. Yeah.
No.
Put that back.
So did the dwarf just go outside? Or something?
He went to go tell or leave a note for our fucking carriage dude, Elaine, about what the fuck we're doing in a necromancer village.
So why are we waiting?
I don't know. That's what I was fucking... There we go. Kind of focused.
Mm. Deca.
Daggers and short sword, but it's supposed to be a rogue from my first playthrough. And then I was like, fuck it, and I made a half-orc ranger.
Oh,
If it'll load, or if it'll focus.
ever focusing.
This one is a little bit more, because it was a what is known as a large plate, because of the bottom part. But yeah.
Well, I'm crying.
Only a few.
Only a war crime the first time. Can you war crime the undead? I don't know.
Necrophilia.
Okay, hold on.
Ah.
You're not wrong,
A
but
war
you ain't
crime,
gotta
that's just a
say
crime.
things.
No, that's not a war crime. That's just a crime.
You're not wrong.
War crimes is gassing civilians or some shit, not fucking dead grandmas. No.
Here's my only take on that.
Oh,
It's
God.
not illegal unless you're found out. Like,
Stop talking, Matt.
yeah.
Why did I drink when he was gonna explain why? Why?
I hate the fact that I know I've told him that.
It's
It's only a war crime if you lose. Yeah. This dwarf is
mean-
taking his damn time.
History is written by the victors.
Everybody get your pitchforks.
Ding, 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 ding.
No one's crazy enough to cross the river on Christmas. George Washington. Hold my fucking beer.
Hold my fucking ale.
It wasn't like saying that no one's crazy enough to do it. It's more like taboo.
Social niceties.
It was like
It's Christmas Eve. Nobody's gonna attack us on Christmas Eve. And plus, they have to cross a fucking big ass river to do it. And that's fucking cold. George Washington. I have lead in my mouth.
It's time for a Christmas miracle.
I don't know if that's a Christmas miracle, but
For one side, yes. The other, no.
that is a prime example of it's only a war crime if you lose.
And historically, one of the best moments of America's history. Yes.
So.
Violin thrash metal. That's a fucking term. What are you doing? I can see in your little glasses you're clicking on multiple windows doing different shit.
I don't like
He's
that y'all
preparing
can
for
see
combat.
reflections now.
I wasn't gonna say anything, man. Come on.
Here's the thing, he doesn't need the glasses because I've seen him do this shit before and then we get into combat. That's why I'm like, because he'll sit there and it'll be like, click, 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 and like we're not doing interactions, we're waiting on him to do something, and he's like, in his own little world, hyper-focused, and like I see the flash of colors on his face from his monitor, so I'm like, he's doing something. And now his little glasses are just like, oh yeah, he's definitely doing something.
He's
What are
planning
you
something.
doing?
Know it.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well,
I wonder what
since
happened,
since I know that's the
Dormir
case
has
now,
been kidnapped by a bunch of orcs, and now we gotta fucking fight them.
since that's the case, export.
Export. Export. James, what idea did you give him within the past 3 days?
The better question is, what idea did you give him? I've been busy doing college this entire time.
We've
So
been playing
you
Marvel
all are
Rivals,
going to just wait for Dormir to get back? There's no...
I can't carve any of my runes in less than an hour or so. Like,
Okay.
there's nothing for me to do. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Okay.
I prepared my spells. I'm good.
Okay. After some time, Thormir does return. Of course, breakfast is done. Everyone's eaten. The half-elf has sat in his chair now, as he's trying to gather his thoughts and looking over the group. The group coming up with their own ideas and plans for things to do. What would you all like to do as you have the day to yourself now?
You cut out, Will.
You have the day to yourself. Thormir returns after some time. What would
Have
you
a
like
whole
to
fucking
do?
day?
Well, you got 2 days based on your assessment of when your time with the carriage comes back. So, what would you all like to do? The day is yours. You have as many options as you'd like to use and do. So, what do you want to do?
I already stated I want to go fight necromancer. Or just stop him.
Kinda thought that's what we were gonna do.
I'm not a tracker, so.
Well, it's more like the main reason why I put out that damn note on that tree by the road so they can see what we're doing. So, we have to
Fight
go
the
track
necromancer.
down. I'm sure it's not gonna be too hard to track.
Ranger, get the tracking.
I'm getting there.
Isn't this his job? Oh wow, this is what he gets paid for, right?
Well, he's part of the group.
Yeah, you know, I only got paid for to take this girl across the goddamn continent. I didn't
We're
sign
all
up
on the
for-
same job, Shorty. You're the one who wants to fucking.
Well, I was just thinking, isn't this your expertise?
You not
This is
want
what
revenge
you-
on the son of a bitch who almost cleaved you in two?
Oh yes, and I
He's already
remember
dead.
that my job's not to be a fucking tank. I think that's kind of like your shit to do, Daryl.
No one told you to grab the aggro, but you grabbed the aggro.
Oh no, but you went fucking invisible. You went invisible, not saying a goddamn word.
Oh, so how
So-
did you do this? Really
It died.
fascinating.
Yeah,
It's
and
dead.
I
It
almost
died.
got cut in two for it.
Be faster.
Oh,
He's got a
Oh.
point there.
It died.
yes.
In order for us to find this necromancer, and you get your little revenge, you need to track it.
Oh,
You're a ranger. It's what you do.
you think that would put me in the interest of revenge? That's funny. Yes, I almost got cut in half. So what if it's...
Alright, he's being a difficult bitch. Lars,
No,
do you have
I'm
a
not
tracking
being
spell or
difficult.
some shit?
I'm
Yeah.
saying
Whatever.
I was literally saying it'd be fucking easy to track this damn thing. You literally
Do
look
I
at the
look
trail
like a
down
divination
three,
wizard to you?
and also rotten flesh everywhere.
Come on. Do you want me to just pull up this
I
bowl
literally,
of
I
his
could imagine the
appearance
little
with enjoyable-
gnome of Lars just... Do I look like a divination wizard to you, fucker?
We also need to think about the safety of the town. Because
Tell you what, you give me 200 gold pieces, then I will be able to purchase a spell and add it to my repertoire. Then I can do your little locate thing.
I remember something. Dwarf had something to tell us.
Oh, right, dwarf.
you know, I'm not really feeling like talking about it when we got on my ass as much as he just did.
Well, that's the same. Haven't you got... I've gone for news to this, have you? Haven't you?
Oh, oh, I'm fine. Just it's okay.
This is just normal, I believe.
Needless to say, don't need to talk about it now. We have to just. I need to get to my quote-unquote job, as what Daryl says to do. So I will go sniff out and look out these trails and find this fucking necromancer for you. And yes. Now I vote not to be tank this time.
Don't look at me.
No, it's Daryl's turn for
Be faster.
sure. Yes, I was so fast that I gotta have my almost had my pants down for whenever it came down on me.
Oh, right, so
That's
you
what I meant.
ran into the axe? Wow.
No. It was happening when I shot the fucking arrow at him.
Jade kind of
Needless
looks
to
at all
say-
three of you. Can I come?
Mm.
She is able to create the fucking green fire. I don't
What?
know how safe she's gonna be with a whole bunch of necromancer shit.
She can do magic?
Oh yeah. Lars, why don't you tell him what the fuck you did?
I taught her how to prank. Isn't that lovely, Faramir?
Yay and nay.
Do you want to see what... It's a really awesome trick. Wonderful Jade, come here. Show him what you did.
She stares at.
Show
That-
Thormir the trick you can do.
She looks at. She looks at Thormir and then looks at Lars. Then looks to Dara. Then looks to back to Thormir. She pulls the dagger that Lars gave her. Looks at the dagger, and then it just bursts into green flame.
Huh? What?
It's like so preppy and proud, and realizes this is a 6 to 7 8-year-old. Oh no! Why did they give her a dagger?
Imagine waking up to that directly in your face.
Yes,
That's-
the plan was to make him think that she was possibly a demon. I was going to. She was safe, perfectly safe. Of course, I would have blasted Darrow into the wall. But yeah,
She then puts
I
the
was
dagger
safe?
back.
she was safe. Even if you reacted violently.
Dormir says under his
You know,
breath.
I'm thinking that I should have just straight up clocked you instead of flicking you between the eyes. Come
Yes,
here.
you should have.
Come
I was
here!
expecting it.
Dormir
fucking
turns
gremlin.
around and
Underneath the table.
mumbles under his breath, saying, "No, that makes sense."
While underneath the table, Darrow, your right foot seems to get a bit too hot. Not wet, just hot.
Why are
Lars,
making
if you
me
are
feel-
fucking with me right now, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw my knife at you. Whatever spell bullshit you're doing, I suggest you stop.
It's not a spell, walks away. It's just a cantrip. And you can thank me later. Your right foot smells like daisies.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey!
You're making him sneeze.
Fuck.
It's a dry
the,
boot.
the entire world just fucking erupts with thunderous fucking sneezing.
Oh no! The
You
deity
pissed
from
off the
above is
world.
allergic. The deity from above is allergic to dandelions.
An incantation that actually affects the DM. Wow.
Such a powerful cantrip.
Y'all some cunts.
Alright, dude. That is very cool, and it's pretty awesome that you can do something like that. The fact that you used it as a prank is quite terrifying, but it's quite hilarious. I'm glad that it happened to Darrow.
Yes, don't worry, I got something for you later.
No, I can see it coming, especially from you, Lars.
You won't.
But
You're
back
very
to the
tricksy.
back to the conversation at hand. I don't know how. Would it really be safe for her to go with us to handle this necromancer?
No.
Well, let's either that or we leave a hair with wounded. You know that.
I want to bring up.
I made an image for him and everything.
Yeah,
Well
it's right
done.
there in NPC images.
Well done.
You wouldn't.
It's not udon. He's not noodles.
You wouldn't.
God.
Motherfucker, you
Ooh,
can't
udon.
decide on a way to pronounce the name.
I say you wouldn't.
Uaden, Uaden,
You wouldn't.
Udon,
You wouldn't.
Uaden,
You wouldn't.
Uaden,
You wouldn't.
Uaden,
Mm-hmm.
Uaho.
Sometimes.
Are we waiting for you to pull up your image, James? Or
No.
still?
No, I'm doing homework and everything.
All right.
The image is NPC images map.
Okay, cool. Well, I just want to bring up the fact that this girl is very insightful. Right before the whole entire incident with that steam creature, you did somehow know that that was about to happen. She's very insightful, and the fact that, well, we are her bodyguards. She has to be by us. Last night was this in case of emergency that she had to stay with the necromancer. Urita. So I, for one, am in vote for her to come along.
Who knows? Maybe she'll gain in a level and become level 1 eventually.
Look at
Got his package.
looking up the little Jade. Guess you're coming with us, kid. Remember, you stick the dagger into the bad guys with the pointy end.
She then unsheathes the dagger very slowly.
Not right now.
She then resheathes the dagger very slowly.
Looking at Lars. And you gave her the knife.
It was more of a practicing tool anyway, so. He's got to practice on something if he wants to get better at magic. It works. Judging alone that she can do cantrips already is amazing. And then probably around her 20th year, she might actually be able to cast a fireball. And boy, would she be making fantastic progress.
Sounds like you found a friend, Lars.
Well, I found a protege, maybe. However, her magic is different. It is sorcerous in nature of some kind. At the same time, it could be something else, is what I presume. And the most pressing question I have on my mind now, besides this whole ordeal, is where does her magic originate from?
I thought that would be pretty obvious. It's, mana.
Listen here, you little shit.
Lars is just. Or as Lars walks out the door, just. Oh boy.
That's hilarious. Well done, Lars. Boy.
That is some weird tasting cheese.
I'm sorry, what?
I just had a cheese stick and it tastes funky.
Okay. I'm not sure how to take that information.
Take it for what you will.
He as well, yes.
I am, in fact, Will, yes.
I will.
Hello. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3.
Potassium.
Alright.
Magnesium.
There we go. So, What do you all want to do?
All right, Mr. Distracted. We had established that he's gonna go tracking
Mm-hmm.
to find the necromancer, and the Chad's coming with us.
So you all are heading into the forest now?
Yep.
Yes,
Into the thick of it.
They're gonna unleash their ranger and have them have me
Go.
track it.
Into the thick of it. And we don't
Bastard.
know where we're going. Mundane magic item. Okay. This is the first time in this group that this has happened.
I posted one to see if you would notice.
What do you mean?
Oh boy.
You know, I just kind of chose that because I've never seen it ever be used.
In the last session.
What do you mean last session? I get all of the requests in order. They don't.
I've been refunding my 2,500. It was more of just saying if you would have noticed it, you didn't.
You can verbally say that you've posted one of those.
I know, but that's it takes the fun out of it, now doesn't it?
I'm gonna touch you.
Mm,
As you're going along through the forest, I need Thormir to make a survival check to track the rather. In all honesty, it's not very difficult. In all honesty, for Thormir to track this creature's path, because it had a very clear mindset of straight to the village, and it made a path. It made a path.
I rolled a 20.
Very
So
nice.
16 plus 4, so 20 total.
Very nice. So, you all make your way forward through the woods, following these broken down trees, these shredded apart brush, these absolutely destroyed forests. And you continue. What the fuck are you doing?
Don't mind me.
Okay. Anyway. Fucking okay. And okay. We're okay. Anyway.
I'm fixing this, and I needed to not get you on my hands. I
Yeah,
don't
then.
have paper towels, so I rip up a paper plate. I think I'm giving James an
There's something
aneurysm.
else. Yeah, there's something else. Anyway.
Ah.
I like that redeem. So, you all continue into the forest, the rain pouring down as usual. Jade following in as you usually do, allowing her to stay in between all three of you so that she doesn't get lost or hurt in any way. But you continue forward. And as you wander through the forest, a little bit of time passes by. An hour, 2 hours. You continue following this path until you all find yourselves getting closer and closer to the clawed cliffs that you can see in the distance at this point. These jagged, toothy mountains, as if somebody has swiped the land across it, just ripping up stone and earth. And it's a very jagged, very formidable mountain range. However,
Heads.
you all continue forward. And you notice, as you all have pretty decent passive perceptions,
Funny one.
you notice the path gets to a cave entrance.
Oh.
About 25 feet from the actual path that had been started by this large creature pushing trees out of the way, there is a hill that seems to open the mouth. Hey, motherfucker!
Why do you keep casting Daisy Foot?
That seems to
No. I cast Confucius.
open this cave mouth. And it appears from the footprint that's just outside the mouth of the cave, this massive Etten footprint. It seems that it came from here.
Real quick, Will, I do also have the trait of Natural Explorer, and mountains are my favorite terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mountains.
Yes.
Very
And
nice.
dwarf.
DM,
And-
under that preface, does this mean that every single island that he goes to is considered mountain? Every single land above the water is considered mountain?
This is why I like having a ranger in this game.
Not wrong.
So technically, yes.
It's the
Oh,
same way as
shit.
if I was doing like a water campaign, if a ranger had the sea as his preferred terrain, it'd just be the entire place.
Well, damn.
So I'm giving the ranger a little bit of love because I know James loves the ranger, but the ranger is so situational class-wise that it's never good unless they are in their favored terrain.
Well, we can't technically be lost without magical means.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I know.
Yes. Ready. Good to roleplay now? Or... you're more
Stop looking at me like that.
What was your question, Thormy?
I was just asking if we can roleplay, or is there more information we need to continue on?
You can roleplay.
Well, here we are. Right in front of a cave. Obviously, we need to go in to explore to see the origins of this creature. You need Lars to cast fire, the light ball thing. She's got it.
What night? Okay.
Funny
Lex.
enough,
Globes.
as Lars does this, you all notice a glint at one of the corners of this cave's mouth. The glint of something metal.
Investigation.
Darrow, don't touch it.
No, I'm gonna go look at it. I'm not gonna go touch shit.
Gonna go look at it, then maybe touch it a little bit.
Alright. 14.
14.
14? 14.
14. 14.
Did you ever find the D12?
No.
Damn.
Yeah,
I forgot. I have.
yeah, don't worry, I'm just as depressed.
Turns out Hootie actually took the dice when he visited you.
I would slap him.
See, here's the thing, James. That would mean he packed his D12 in his bag when he came to Texas. That makes no sense. Man just has it. Man just goes on the road. He goes on the road with his comfort dice. But yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yes.
Matt didn't see this last time. Matt.
Oh, nice.
It's not.
That
It's the
reminds me
hard.
of-
It's the
six.
hardcover one.
7.
Reminds me of a picture I should send Hootie.
Yeah,
Alright.
You got all the books.
I need Hootie to roll a D10 for me.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, too bad. Roll a D10. And if you get a 10, re-roll.
I don't know if that's in my best interest or because fuck you, I don't want you getting that high of a number.
Where'd it go?
Yes.
It was propped up on the fucking. What is this? The D100? God damn it.
Come on.
7. Did I just get bombed?
Alrighty.
Hold on,
James.
touch it.
D100.
What? Why do I get 10 and he gets 100?
Because I'm making
Because
each one of you
sometimes
roll.
it-
And he's
because
got the big
sometimes
dice.
Player, but you are.
You just like it because it makes bigger clacky noises.
It really doesn't. It
Very
rolls
nice.
like a ball. 39.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt.
D100?
I would actually like you to roll a D6 for me.
Okay. D6.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for my D. It's just a regular dice. I got a 5.
So, you find before you a ring.
Smile.
Uh-huh. Dara, you find a ring
Wow.
in the dirt, and you notice a very beautiful small gem in the top. It seems to glisten in the sunlight as the rain pours down upon it. The little bit of sun that comes through the clouds, bouncing off of its crystalline structure. Upon it, the crystal, as you look closer, is actually a small pearl.
That all?
Mhm.
Look at it closer. I want to see if there's like any runes, any indications on it, on what it possibly could be, if it is magical at all.
Okay, you look closer, and it's not difficult to see the writing on the inside of the ring itself.
Is it in a certain language?
Common.
Do I roll investigation to see what
No.
the fuck it says? Or are you gonna tell me?
No, I'm gonna tell you. It says, "For the light of my life."
Okay, that's depressing.
The ring.
We're dealing with a
Nice.
necromancer here, Thormir. That is not just normal bullshit. That is sad bullshit.
Hey,
I cannot find this image.
Meanwhile, James knows exactly what you just fucking handed me, and now I'm cursed forever, and he's trying to find the picture.
No, it does give off a magical like feeling to it, but it's not wild. It gives off just enough magical aura to feel it, but not enough to be like, oh wow, that's fucking magic.
actually, just kind of off subject real quick. Wouldn't that make Shanto technically a mountain too? Because it's technically a mountaintop?
Like the entire world above water is
Yes.
mountaintops.
Matt, technically,
You
islands
have
are just mountains that are coming out of the ocean.
Well, yes. That can
And
also
he just
be-
said you have favor of the DM right now. So, you are permanently in your favored terrain. Unless we magically get teleported to, like, the fucking ice caps or some shit. You're fine.
I'm just
And even then, you might be an ice cap on a mountain, alright?
It's
So,
still mountains.
confirming.
Until you go into the Underdark or other places where it's a totally separate terrain altogether.
Oh, is he back?
Mm-hmm.
He's stuttering.
Yep.
Last thing we heard was you talking about the Underdark.
Yeah, it's everything around him is his favored terrain, up until he goes into the Underdark or some place like that where it's a totally separate terrain altogether, because it's a totally different
he's-
ecosystem.
And it's not like he's a gloom stalker.
Fuck it. I want to see if it fits any of my fingers.
You put it on your pinky finger and it does fit.
I'm so excited for you to get cursed.
And as you put it on, nothing happens.
It's a bonus.
There is no
And clearly
attunement
it'll-
needed, though.
Looks over.
Huh?
What'd you get?
There is no attunement needed, or there is?
No, there's no attunement needed.
Alright,
The
fucking
mundane magic item.
mundane magic item that does fucking fuck all.
Wait, is that literally what happened?
It's a ring. Nothing has happened so far.
Yeah, just add magic ring to your inventory.
trying to find one that allows me to do that, but it's all specific bullshit.
Oh no, just go to your other items down at the very bottom of your inventory.
Other gear.
Yeah. No. Hold on. You should be able to just add like separate things.
Oh, add custom item.
Yep.
Magic in. Where the fuck did it go?
Over the rainbow.
It should be a
Oh, shit.
thing at the bottom of your character's inventory sheet where you could just other possessions. And then you click on that. Go to inventory.
Magic in question marks.
Yep.
Ring.
Yep.
Yeah. Add item.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yep. So, you now have a ring with a pearl on it.
I found this ring. Lars, can you tell if it does anything?
It would take me a few moments. Minutes. Wait.
It would take me time.
But I would be able to tell you exactly what it does.
Fuck it, I toss it to Ding Dong.
What is it? Oh, pearl. Misses my eyes. Pockets it. Open. Down we go.
Did his magic spell work?
My spell. No, my spell takes 10 time. Oh, 10 minutes.
No,
I'm
no,
actually, I'm
no.
not...
Your light spell.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. The lights are already going down the tunnel.
As Lars steps into the tunnel with the ring in his pocket, you all notice a slight glow from his pocket.
Takes
No,
it up.
what the hell?
The ring is glowing. Not brightly, but it's glowing.
So the ring
It's-
glows in the dark.
It's like a child's nightlight or a glow in the dark ring, yeah.
Ah,
This is awfully convenient, especially for one that cannot see in the dark.
It's not bright at all. It looks like it's meant to be like a sweet gesture based off the writing on the inside. The magic seems pretty mundane.
It takes the ring out of the cave, puts it back in, light, off, on, off, on.
It happens as it gets dark enough in its surroundings to start glowing.
This isn't a mundane magic item. This is just some shit you get at Chuck E. Cheese.
it has some
No,
background.
the one they
to
give
it.
you at Chuck E. Cheese is radioactive and doesn't last forever. This one does.
And you assume it's not radioactive.
Or in Magic World, magic just gets, like, you get to get away with a lot of stuff. If you would get lost down here in the dark and you don't have any torches, we'll at least get you some light.
Did you hand that to me?
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty mundane item. It is certainly pretty, however.
Well, I guess it works.
What level are you all?
Or
Fart.
Thought so.
Yes, 4.
Just wanted to make sure. Anyway,
I
I'm
like
not
that he asked
fireball
that.
level yet.
you all begin your trek down into the darkness, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, you all make your way into the cave, and you find yourselves walking deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. The cave itself is long and somewhat narrow. It's enough space for the creature to have gotten through uncomfortably, but gotten through. And as you get farther in, as you go farther in, you notice that there are a number of signs of footprints on the inside. Thormir notices the impressions of footprints in the dirt that seem to come and go as if there's traffic through here. Not a lot, but enough to disturb the dirt.
Can I see if there's multiple types of footprints? Is it just one?
You can ascertain based off of a survival check.
Okay. Got an 8 for 8 plus. Four? So 12.
Set of 12.
12 total.
Well, you can't tell exactly how many, but you can tell that there's anywhere from 1 to 4 different sets of footprints coming and going through here.
I rolled a 19 plus 1 on perception.
Nice.
Just looking through and trying to see if there's anything suspicious.
Yep, just throwing the lights slowly further about 40 feet ahead of us if I can. It's a lot of light, so 4 globes, 10-foot radius lights. Be nice.
Understood.
And they will know that we're coming. Obviously.
Don't worry, I'll go invisible, Mac and Tank.
Yes. Exactly what you need to do.
So my question is, what happens when I turn off the lights?
I got my glow stick, leave me alone.
This turns into Riddick.
I could have sworn that there was monsters in this one, but there's not.
Monsters will be in the back, it's beasts, and it'll be what you typically what you can transform into.
This helps me nowhere.
Well, you don't need the monster manual unless you're damning.
But I want to look at the cool monsters.
Beyond D&D Beyond, I have it shared with you. You can look at all of them.
I like how James was like, I'm gonna throw the lights 40 feet in front of us. And he went, okay, and has been quiet since as he is clicking through some more bullshit to fucking pull up a map.
Well,
I'm convinced.
you continue down the path, and as you get closer to the light that Lars has thrown, you realize that the path continues further and further into the darkness. This strange darkness continues further and further and further into the cave systems.
Have a great sword out and ready.
Okay. Well,
Can you swing that thing effectively in here?
He said it was big enough for that fucking big ass monster to like walk through, so
My question still stands.
Them bringing out so much light, Thormir's just cautiously just being observant to all the surroundings.
you all continue deeper in until you hear a strange noise. At this point, about another hour and a half to 2 hours of walking into this cave.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. You hear groaning. This groaning noise getting closer as you all continue further in. Until finally, you find yourselves in a small cavern.
I'm gonna light a torch. The lights are still up. I'm gonna light a torch. And I'm going to hand it to Darrow.
Funny enough, you don't have to. As with getting close to this groaning and following this, you notice that at the entrance, or the doorway that you all walk through, made of this cavern, on the right is a torch hanging on the wall. There are torches strewn about this cavern, and you notice glinting little metal pieces. And you look around, and you notice on the stone floor of this cavern, there are just strewn about streams of gold coins. Little gold coins all over the place. Small piles. There's even a chest just in front of you. As you get closer into the entrance of the cave. However, you notice there's a strange rock formation in front of you. This strange formation of stone. Are any of you proficient in medicine? Ad break ends in 3 minutes. What are all of you proficient in?
Intimidation.
Acrobats, insight, investigation, perception, stealth, and survival.
Are you
Not
asking for
medicine.
actual proficiencies or like shit that's a +1?
Actual proficiency.
Actual proficiency, I just have intimidation.
You should have a lot more than just intimidation.
Well, when I was making the damn character, it only allowed me to have one damn thing.
We need to go with your character, maybe. You should have at least 4 proficiencies in total.
Where the fuck can I see it?
To go to skills and the far left where it says prof.
Your class itself. So it'd be character management. And then it should be on the first page of managing levels where you see your skills and stuff, and where you can add levels. And then it should be first level is where it should be where you're able to add proficiencies.
Acrobatics and athletics is what it says. That's about it.
And then you should have 1 from your... Is it 1 or 2 from backgrounds? I think it's 2 from your backgrounds. And if you have some from your race as well, so it's...
I don't think I ever went through all of that. I know I have intimidation. That's the only one I do know about.
Who's proficient in history?
I mean,
Lars, go on ahead and roll a history check for me. Just out of curiosity for me.
Out of curiosity? Okay, out of curiosity, that's a 24.
You would notice that stone like this only really happens when very old bones calcify to a point that they appear to be stone.
So we're looking at something ancient here.
Mm-hmm. Something very old. Something very dead.
Are we inside something?
No.
Looks at the corpse. Or the bones. Guys, those rocks ahead of us aren't rocks. They are extremely old bones. Extremely old.
What are the
Phone.
chances that this is a very powerful site for necromantic magic?
And we need to run for our lives.
Yeah, I don't think that's an option, buddy.
Typically, when it's ancient something, we kind of just make the smart move and I can't destroy. I don't know. You need to be cautious. And so I was
Agreed.
looking at all the gold. Like, there is probably more gold in here than these guys have probably seen in a long time.
I wouldn't trust any of that gold.
No. It's a very obvious thing. Is anything happening that we're just noticing?
Make a perception
Any
check.
move?
Motherfucker.
Oh. That's a 2.
19.
8.
18 total.
Hmm.
Memorized by all the gold. It's like, I know it's cursed or something, but what I can do.
But I want more alchemy shits.
I mean, like, I could buy somebody spells. I could retire for a bit.
As you all are listening and watching and trying to find any sign of what this place may be, what do you all have as your perception checks? Darrow?
Like what we just rolled?
Darrow, your total?
19.
19. Lars?
8.
Thormir?
18 total.
20.
Darrow and Thormir.
I got a 2.
You hear across the room at another entrance that's relatively well lit. Within that entrance, somewhere in that room, whatever it is, you hear what sounds like somebody throwing things around. And then you hear a male's voice. Where'd he go? He wouldn't just leave. Where is he? There's gotta be something in here.
Something's not right.
You then hear the crashing suddenly stop.
Hide. I tell that to all of you. I
Now
wanna go
the lights-
invisible.
The lights go out.
I gotta do rolling things, right?
Mm-hmm. If you all are trying to hide, I would like stealth checks.
What do I do?
You roll a stealth check.
Do I
For
have
the
any
Shadow's Wreath?
bonuses to
With the
hiding
Shadow's Wreath,
'cause
are you
I'm-
using the Shadow's Wreath? You roll a d6.
Where's my box? There's my box.
14 total for stealth.
4.
Don't you have advantage because you're invisible?
No. I am rolling to activate my invisibility. It
Oh.
went away after the fight that we did. Because I slept, James. I can only have up to 6 hours of invisibility.
That's insane. 18. And I'm gonna hide in only a few places that very small.
So I got 4 hours of invisibility, right? I rolled a 4.
Mm-hmm.
That is 4 hours of invisibility, right?
Yes.
I think that's more than enough time to investigate the situation.
Well, here's what's going on. The reason I told you guys to hide and why you guys are making stealth checks to hide is because they were throwing a fit and then suddenly stopped. So either they're coming out here or they heard us and noticed the light and now we're fucked.
Well,
I can
yeah.
hide in plain sight and just stand somewhere and be fine-ish.
You also have
Yourself
to make a
a
stealth
little
check. And instead of at disadvantage with your armor, it's a flat roll because of the invisibility.
Yes.
Now, where are you all hiding as I pull up?
I just want to press myself against the fucking the nearest wall. I got a 10 even though I'm invisible.
I'm going to find a place that only a gnome can hide. Only a very small creature can hide.
You could hide under the calcified bones.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm so excited to get crushed to death by an ancient skeleton being.
I was gonna say, you're gonna hide in a corpse, even though it's ancient, in a corpse, when we fight a necromancer.
So,
Yes.
this is your map.
Oh,
This is what you see.
oh.
Yay.
So, Darrow, you find yourself the nearest wall. Lars, you hide under the bones. Thormir, where are you hiding?
I'm probably gonna take Jade out of the entranceway.
So, back out into here.
No, Matt. That is a 2-hour long trek. Or not 2-hour long trek?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember,
2-hour long trek
that's
of us
four.
walking from the outside of the cave to inside to where we are now.
That's a cavern. Right now. Like, we're in a cavern.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying you're just putting her back in the tunnel?
A little bit, and
Okay.
we're gonna be basically on the side of the walls.
Okay. Stealth checks from everybody.
14 total.
I got an 18. Do I need a reroll?
14, 19. So that's 14, 19. Hootie, what did Darrow get? As I
And
rolled for Jade, roll for Jade.
Arrow got, not Daryl. Lars got an 18, not a 19.
Lars got a 18, not a 19. And then Darrow, you said you got a what? 10.
but I have 4 hours of invisibility.
Mm-hmm. And then Jade got a pretty decent roll. Divided by 4. Very interesting. So, you all notice a figure, a black outline of a figure, at least, across the room as the light is pressing against their back and hiding their face for now. However, you see them look around. And then, seemingly, they pull a piece of paper from their pocket and rip it. And as they rip it, you all watch as magic seems to spurt from the tear. And you hear crackling and rumbling. You notice that throughout this room, there are a number of corpses just kind of strewn about. Skeletons, mostly. Seemingly untouched by time as they arise once again.
Love you.
And looking around the room, you notice more of this this stony calcified skeleton throughout the room. And you start looking around and noticing it's all connected. It's all part of one big skeleton. And you look and you notice between some of the skeletons that as you start looking more and more, this lit up room is much more than a simple graveyard.
Yeah, remember how I said this was fucking sacred necromantic bullshit? I kind of feel like I was right.
I was like, oh.
And
In
you
his mind,
notice
like,
a number of undead rise from the dirt. I suppose zombies wouldn't be in here because of the age, but a number of bodies rise. And then the figure quickly darts back into the room.
If the figure is in that top left corner, they can't see it because my big ass head.
Well, there's the entrance. You can't really see the figure anymore, but that's where the entrance is.
So what's this? Is this red thing a thing?
Hmm?
Is this red door thing? Up above?
Here?
Top right corner.
That's mostly just a source of light.
Okay.
But it looks like there is a hole there. Like an original cave entrance that you can see is crumbled in on itself. However, this is what you all see for right now.
Ah.
So.
Necromancer is going big time.
Each square is 5 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big motherfucker.
Are the skeletons coming towards us? Or?
They seem to be looking at the entrance, but they don't seem to have noticed you all yet.
They've more or less just been activated because we hid before they could see where we were. However, somebody's light orbs kind of alerted motherfuckers.
It's like only one of us can't see in the dark.
Damn.
Hey, I got my fucking torches and oil lamps and shit, but no.
Those are just as bright.
That says fucking, hey, use magic, and you go, with pleasure. Meh.
Well, torches are actually just as bright as light. Light is just
Actually,
an easier
mine is
cantrip.
actually, one of my globes is actually not as bright as that torch. His torch is a 15-foot radius.
Oh yeah.
Mine's a
15
Yeah, but you
foot.
said you did 4.
15 foot of bright and then another 15 of dim, right? If I'm not mistaken.
10. For torch or for fancy lights?
For torches, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's like that.
I
But
wanna
nonetheless.
go, do we need to roll for initiative or anything? Or
No, not yet.
I want to go. Let's see, how do I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
from where my character is, 4 blocks over and 4 blocks up to the pile of gold looking thing.
That wheelbarrow
Yeah.
that's tossed over.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that.
It's
And
just
then I want to grab a handful of coins as quietly as possible.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm not trying to steal. I mean, be clear on that. I want to try and use it as like a distraction to throw it in a direction.
Okay.
the sleight of hand stick is still you're still making noise.
You ever tried to
That's
pick
what
up
it's about.
pennies?
You can be pretty quiet about it.
Would you like to pick up one instead?
1, 2, 3, like.
You could probably pick up one without much issue if you were to pick it up from the top.
Fucking sure.
Okay. You have a coin. And as you look at it, you notice this coin's very old. This mint is much older.
I want to try
Is there,
and throw the
is there
coin.
gold pieces in front of me?
There are little gold pieces here and there, yeah.
I want to try and throw the gold coin that I picked up to kind of like the base of the skeleton's tail.
Like over here?
Um,
Or like up here where the hind legs?
Hind legs, more or less.
Okay.
See if I can draw the skeleton's attentions over that way.
Okay. You could do that. You
Then I need
toss
to
it,
do, like,
and you notice that all of them, all of their attention is immediately brought to the noise. All of them. And they all make their way over to check and see what the noise is, trying to find the source. As they begin tearing away, or at least attempting to, at the base of this skeleton. They're trying to move parts, they're trying to tear away stone that's easier to move than the calcified bone. They're trying to move whatever they can to see if there's a source of noise here.
Hey Lars, I don't think
Everyone
you're
puts
safe.
the arrow.
Hey, maybe that was just Bob and he was like taking his 5-minute break. Working for a necromancer is no easy task, alright?
So, Thormir and Lars watch as this glint of metal goes flying through the air before all of these creatures seem to bombard the base of the tail.
Quick question.
Quick answer, let's see if they match.
Are they all within a 10-foot radius?
Of each other?
No, it's a 5-foot radius, yeah.
Well, almost all of them are, but there's not enough room for that guy who's 10 feet.
Sweet.
I mean, so they are all technically within a 10-foot radius.
Just looks over to her farmer. Produces a nice knife.
Roll to hit.
All of them had to make a dex save.
Very nice.
I'm not doing damage to the tail. I'm doing damage to the 5-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just doing 5 foot or are you doing 10?
I can only do 5 foot.
Okay. Well, let's
And I'm
see.
going to be doing this at 2nd level.
We will, because there are 5 of them, I'm gonna roll 3 of these d20s. Actually,
I'll
I have
say
more.
14.
Hold on. I have dice. I have dice for this.
As you pulled out a Crown Royale bag.
No, it's got D&D dice on it.
Oh, so you're bougie.
Yes.
Fuck ass.
Uh-huh.
Now the Crown Royale bag is bougie, and then the dedicated dice bag is bougie.
When you call a wooden chamber made from Ukraine.
Huh?
It was a Christmas present. To support the war side for Ukraine. There's craftsmen still working in
Nice.
Ukraine
Uh,
and stuff.
So James, what's your save?
14.
14. 2 of them fail.
Oh.
So we're gonna color these. We're gonna make that one red. This one blue. This one green. This one brown. This one purple. And this one pink. So,
11.
red. 11 total damage.
Mm-hmm. 2 each.
Neat. And then half to the ones that make it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's 6
And-
damage to... So we've got red, blue, green, brown, purple, pink.
Actually, crap. The target and each creature within must succeed on Dex save or take 2d6. It's or, so they don't take any. That's stupid. It's not even halved.
So, red makes it, blue makes it, green makes it, brown does not, so that goes, it's 11 damage. Purple does not make it. That one immediately crumbles. And pink does not need to make the save. Now we roll initiative.
Oh, dang it.
You just had to do some bullshit, didn't you?
I saw.
Do I have
saw an
have
opportunity.
any change to my shit considering
Nope.
invisibility or just okay?
Man, that's kind of really sad that they all saved that all by now.
8.
As a reaction, well, never mind. I was gonna say, can I make one of them fail to save with silvery barbs?
You could.
Yeah,
Would you
I'm
like
gonna
to?
do that.
Okay. And which one would you like to do?
One that succeeded. Doesn't matter which.
We got 3 of them that succeeded, so
Green.
green.
If it's saved.
Green has 2. So Darrow got an 8. Lars, what did you get for initiative?
Natural 20.
Nice. What's your total?
Fucking
Actually, crap. That I should have attacked because I can actually crit on that. No, it's the after effect that crits. 21. Or 22.
22. Thormir?
16.
16. And then Jade, because she's here.
she's sitting in the corner with her little stabby pokey knife.
Nice. She didn't roll too bad, actually. Alright, now for all of the zombies.
Skeletons.
Skeletons. Skeletons. Yes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. 5 of them. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna red. Okay, red, blue, green, brown, pink. Alrighty. So Lars, you're up first.
After the knife. Suppose I was one magic missile. The ones that were barely standing, I'm gonna send 2 of the bolts their way. I have 3 bolts, remember correctly.
You have 3. Green and brown were the 2 that looked like they took damage.
Yep, and then I'll hit the blue one.
Okay. Roll your damage.
First one takes +1. 4 damage.
Dead. Green crumbles.
Second takes 5 damage.
Brown crumbles.
Third takes 4 damage.
And then blue takes, what is it, 4?
4.
Nice. And
In a section, I'm going to this would be a bit closer to. I'm just hiding, kind of. Same time, I can't hide as bonus action. This character, so it's just.
alrighty, and where are you wanting to go?
Give myself cover. 3 spaces down. 3 spaces left. 1 down.
2, 3, 1. Beautiful. Alrighty. And that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Thormir,
Yes.
you're up.
What is
You got red, blue, and pink left, as all of their attention is now turned on the group. Well, Lars specifically, yes, but
Gain from... So, do I get stone cunning from this?
you get what?
Stone cunning. You gain tremor sense with a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes. It must be or touching a natural or worked stone surface to use tremor sense.
If you'd like to.
But then again, I don't necessarily know what tremor sense does.
You can see pretty well in here.
Okay. Well, I will just be moving at 35 feet. My move will go.
Oh wait, as a bonus action, I have a better question. Am I able to just
He wants to do coke.
Can I? What?
Where would you like to go, Thormir?
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up, and then 2 to the right,
So right there?
and then to the right. Yep.
Okay.
And then take a shot at pink.
Alright.
Boomstalker?
Feel free to roll your roll your attack. Roll your damage.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I keep forgetting if I should do Hill of Thorns first or Hill of Thorns first. And
Okay.
instead of pink, I'll be going for red.
Okay. That's very smart.
Got a 3.
You got a what?
I got a solid 3.
Plus,
He missed pink entirely, and the arrow lands square in the forehead of the dead dragon skull.
You misread.
Yeah.
I can safely say that the arrow goes flying past him into the stone wall. As you hear the clatter of an arrow against the stone floor now.
Yes. Yes. Does the spell activate or no?
It's got a hit.
Okay, so...
It's on your next hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Well, there's nothing much more I can do. I use my maximum walking and all that fun stuff.
you have never attack.
I do.
You took the
Gloomstalker.
attack action because of Gloomstalker. Come on now.
Try again.
Come on now. I thought I've taught you guys well enough to know that you can read your things.
Just reading.
I do my job.
I'll take another shot at red with with Hailthorns.
Okay. It is the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, so you have concentration up to a minute. Even if you don't hit it on this turn, you still have it for every round within the next minute. Keep in mind, every round is every turn done. Start at the top. That's 6 seconds. So you have 10 rounds of concentration on Hail of Thorns, even if you don't hit.
Okay. Oh my god. 5.
Plus. You have bonuses. And these are skeletons.
Skellington!
Unless they're armored, this is as low as the I see typically we have to deal with.
I'm trying to find the bonuses.
The only thing lower, I think, is a commoner.
+7. So before it was a 10 and now this is a 12.
See? It's not as bad as, not even close as bad as you thought it was.
Hey Lars, where did the other half of that silvery barbs go?
Myself.
The potty's inside the room.
Because that's all I could see at the time. Because someone's invisible. Who I would like to put it on. Man, it's like I'm playing a support mage and my main front line, who am I supposed to buff, is invisible and all my spells require
Hey,
vision of my dark.
James. I don't go invisible. I don't get to toss the coin. I don't get to toss the coin. You don't get your little ice bullshit you did at the start.
I'm messing with you.
Everyone wants to sit there and bitch about me going fucking invisible. I'm the one who got fucking branded for this. I'm allowed to use it.
So, you said you're aiming at red, right?
Yes.
Okay. You managed to narrowly hit.
Okay.
He has a cool new skull
Narrowly.
Okay.
So, you can roll your damage. And because of the fact that this is your Gloomstalker thing, I'm pretty sure you get an additional damage thing, don't you?
Gloomstalker. There's so much. So, Gloomstalker magic, Red Ambusher. Um, you add your Wisdom modifier +2 to initiative rolls. At the start of your first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases by 10 feet, which lasts until the end of your turn. If you take an attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action, dealing an extra 1d8 damage to the weapon's damage type on a hit. So 2d8 rolls, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, first one, I got an 8.
Very nice.
Second one, I got a 7. 15.
Red crumbles, and then Hail of Thorns reacts. And this creature has to make a dex save. What is your save DC on your spells?
Would that mean the front page?
It'll be on your spells, up at the top.
The save DC is 12.
Okay. Roll your d10.
7.
7. So it takes 4 damage. Wonderful. Alrighty. So, you finally watch as the arrow sinks into the skull, and your sudden magic burst of this hail of spikes and wooden thorns come bursting from the sky just above the skeleton that the arrow sinks into, just as it crumbles down into the ground. As Blue, and then Blue seems to take some to the back of its own skeletal body. Is that your turn?
That's all I can do.
Alright. Now it's Blue's turn. And it can only see Lars.
Me.
It can also see Thormir, but Thormir is... Well,
In range, actually.
yeah, Thormir is in range, technically.
Same time has to hop over. Is that considered difficult terrain? The giant tail.
The tail is terrain, and it's in difficult terrain because of Hail of Thorns. So it's got to use 5 extra movement to get out of this, and then crawl over here. There it goes. It could do that. It's gonna see It's gonna see Lars as the easier target.
Did it move over that way?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have attack of opportunity?
It did not leave your
Sadly,
range.
it hasn't left your range. Once it gets out of your 5-foot square around your character, that's when attack of opportunity hits.
I don't like being the last to go.
Well, be
I
faster.
want to
Alright.
hit things.
We
In the
expended
wise
a lot of
words of-
resources for this.
In the wise words of someone with a great sword, be faster.
Yeah.
We fought a giant automaton and a giant zombie. And you didn't spend a lot of resources for those ones.
Yeah, I spent both times. I spent my entire resource, all of it. I don't hear it.
Lars, what's your AC?
What? You?
Lars is gonna get
remembering.
fucking schmacked.
15?
You said 15? It just narrowly hits. Would you like to use shield or anything like
No.
that?
I also need to double check if it is 15. 13 plus my dex mod. Yeah, it is 15. No, I will not,
Okay.
as I've already spent half of my arsenal.
Then you are taking 7 damage.
My shield. No, correction, my primary shield takes it.
Your primary shield.
I am a abjuration wizard.
Oh shit, that's
Defense
right.
missile.
Very nice. Abjuration's very... It's one of those things that I don't see a whole lot of.
Well,
And that's all the skeleton can do, so... Now it's Jade's turn, funny enough.
The kid rolled higher than me.
Yep.
be faster.
I'm gonna leave you with the skeleton.
Please just keep rubbing that in his face.
I'm gonna leave you die next time.
Judging that we've done all the work, I'm not too afraid of this thing. I'm more afraid of the thing that's probably going to be coming outside that necromancer's little cave.
Okay. So funny enough, she's actually within range, I believe. Yes. Lars, you watch as you hear as a blaring bead of red and orange blasts past your head and into the skeleton as a firebolt is launched from Jade's fingertips. Now, whether or not it hits is the question. It does.
No worry, there's a next target in line.
Yeah, there is.
Nice.
You guys die next time.
Nice. She rolled 1 damage.
It's far.
Remember,
Plus
damage
whatever
is damage.
left Hordes did. Plus 1.
So, she hits the skeleton, and Lars, you watch as the flame hits the face and just spreads throughout the skull and back out the back end. But it's still just staring at you with this charred calcium now on its face, as it's just very, very set. And it just kind of slowly looks over to Jade, the source of the firebolt.
I hate to say it, the afterlife is not treating you well. You got something on your face.
Red's dead. Pink is next. Pink is the one that's closest. The thorn.
What'd you get? 1?
On the
Got
damage.
fucking 8.
On the damage for
No, he was asking me for my fucking initiative.
Oh yeah. Darrow got a 8 total. Thormir.
I think the more important comments to come. So
That is a natural 1 that the skeleton got. it goes to attack you, and it just whiffs over you.
Advantages of being short.
It expected you to be taller. You disappointed the skeleton.
Darrow, your turn.
Fucking
Oh, it's fine.
finally.
It's his turn.
You've got blue between you and Lars, which would give you advantage due to flanking.
Not to mention, is that also? He's
And
also
you're invisible.
Sadly, he's no elf, no triple advantage for you.
I don't need triple advantage. And you don't know what the fuck I am.
Human.
Yeah.
I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
The skeleton on its last life. Arrow. Gigantic great sword.
I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. What does Darrow want to do?
Right. Let's try something stupid. So, I want to put my greatsword away, and since I'm behind it, I want to reach around and grab it from behind, reaching over with my gloved fucking hand and grab it by the fucking eye sockets and rip up to rip its head off, and fucking chuck its own head at Pink.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
That would be an improvised weapon. So I would say, because of the fact that it doesn't notice you, you can do that. And because of the way necromancy works, the body still moves, but it wouldn't be considered blind, I guess. That's weird. Skeletons and undead are fucking weird, but it has no head now. I don't think you're proficient in skulls, so roll a d20 plus your dex mod to try and throw it.
Saving? No, not saving.
Just your
modifier.
dex mod. Just the flat dex.
Question.
Ha!
Does the skull light up with green and it's fire and it's... Oh.
You got a 2?
No, 12. I
Oh.
was looking at my dex mod and went, meh.
Okay. 12.
And what would the fucking damage
That's a d6 of damage. And both of them are taking it because technically the skull may not be attached to the body, but it is part of the body.
Does the body just...
So me ripping the head off isn't the damage, but it going dink to its friend's face is the damage.
Yes. Yes. Maybe? Yes. No. Yes? Yes. I'm gonna go with yes, because funny. You said 4?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Lars and Darrow watch as
The head... we can't see him.
the head goes flying, hits, and as it hits, the skull that was thrown cracks, and the body between Darrow and Lars crumbles to the ground. A simple pile now.
What are you, a ghost?
Might as well be.
You don't like the acknowledgement of that fact.
And then
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all.
Ooh, it's been vanquished, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So all that's left is pain.
No.
And the boy up ahead.
Darrow, is that your turn?
He's got his
like,
movement.
yeah, I have my movement, but I can't make it to pink.
You could run ahead toward the necromancer.
That's metagaming.
No, it's not.
You're just...
If Darrow decides to make the decision to go towards the entrance, he would do it by himself, but he could make 30 feet.
Just throwing some option. Metagaming? I've never thought of it like that.
Unless you
Why?
just... Lars tells Darrow to do that.
No, I just gave him an option.
It's not metagaming, it's just Darrow making the decision.
You're allowed to talk to your friends at the table to figure out what to do.
Okay.
However,
Illuminati!
I would go to the one area, the area where the necromancer came from. There was that one figure. Don't even know if it was necromancer. Oh yeah, it is necromancer. He just...
Yeah, but y'all motherfuckers keep giving me shit for going invisible.
We're joking, obviously.
Yeah. Giving you a hard time.
No.
As you give Thormir a hard time, Thormir will give you a hard time.
I just hop in whenever I got you can.
You disturbed my sleep.
But the
Can I throw Lars?
I mean, you have to use the excellent surge, but yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to avoid doing, because whatever the fuck we find on the other side could be very not good. Fuck it, go towards the necromancer. 30 feet. Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're going 30 feet towards that entrance, the necromancer entrance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Can I pick up gold coins along the way?
Read my mind.
No. I'm not as close to the ground. I would have to stop, bend over, pick it up, stop, bend over, pick it up. I'm just gonna keep fucking going.
okay.
Y'all could be the little ones fucking harvesting gold as we move. How about
Lars.
that?
I'm already half gremlin, so.
Lars, your turn.
Cast ice spike at him.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Skeleton.
Alright.
Thought you didn't have firebolt.
Roll your
I-
to hit.
It's my single attack 21.
Okay, that'll hit. Roll your d10.
We're not gonna talk about the fact that the kid did a firebolt past your fucking head.
That's a 1.
Nice.
A 20 followed by a 1.
It's part of
So-
the skeleton corpse. Like, oh.
So the fun thing about Firebolt is it is a very useful, however, also very useless cantrip because it is a d10 flat of damage.
Oh, he just did 1 damage.
Uh-huh.
I did 4 damage with a skull against a skull.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Alrighty. Well, it's Thormir's turn at least.
You can't miss, Matt.
Well,
You
Or
have
you
a
can.
sword.
Also,
You
I'm
have
moving
a
up.
sword.
I'm moving 30.
no.
30 where?
shit.
Towards the...
Eh.
I'm going to the. I'm keeping along. Do I see a giant pile of coins?
You would go directly past the one that Darrow went past.
Are you gonna make a pit stop at my fucking pile of coins that I snuck towards?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bro, broke wizard. Money is everything.
How many are you using?
Can
Or how many are you grabbing?
How much can I grab with a... I'm just gonna...
You're just gonna grab a handful? Okay, roll a d20 for me.
15.
15. You grab 15 gold pieces with your little gnome hand.
That's a miracle in and of itself.
All right, Thormir.
I want to just. This is a little theoretical, but I'm.
Hey.
Agree.
Be cool.
So what I would like to do is I pull out my sword after he does the missed attack on my head. I pull out my sword and I kind of do a small little dash towards him, put my leg between his like skeleton legs, and kind of like hook him to kind of and as I do that, I put that one leg behind his his right leg. I push his body down to make it fall, and I grab my sword and I
You're
go
grappling the skeleton to the ground to stab it.
stab it to the skull.
Roll your attack.
That is so convoluted. It is a skeleton.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that just flew out. I have a 12 just from the roll.
Well, you should hit then.
So 12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go on ahead and roll your damage.
That'd be a D6. That's what it says on the thing. 1d6 plus 3.
Okay, then it's a d6 plus 3.
So 8.
You managed to take down the skeleton in one fell swoop. 8 damage was what you needed, actually. Funny enough.
Oh, really? Wow,
Mhm.
nice.
Yep. So that's combat, as you manage to take down the final zombie, or the final skeleton in this massive room. So
After taking it down, I recoup with Jade, and I would like to head towards the skull with the dragon.
Ours is just... sees a pile of coins. Just... At this point, for how many coins on the ground, depends on how many. He grabs this empty coin purse and just...
roll a d100.
Or Lars.
James is Mr. Moneybags.
I like to try to see if I can
I can't tell.
basically grab out 2 fangs of the dragon skull.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
You rolled a D100 and got a 5.
Yeah, I got 2-0, and if I would have got a 10, I would have got 100. If anything else, I would have got a 5.
I got a 7.
You go to try and put your current coin purse down, and you slam your knuckles against the small pile of coins and stone as the the pouch kind of glides along the coin pouch, or the coins, and you lift it up, and you feel your knuckles have reddened already as you have just met stone with them. And you look into your coin purse, and you're like, that was not worth it.
I always dreamed of doing something like that.
And what'd you get, Thormir?
I got a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
The
This
teeth
is
are
driving us
pretty
to
well locked into the skull.
Okay.
It's a pretty strong hold that these bones are basically stone now. They are a part of this cave formation at this point because of how old they are.
Well, then I pay my respects to the dragon and move on.
Okay.
How many coins? And just he's just grabbing at this point and just looking carefully at the door.
There aren't a huge amount of piles of coins, but you could grab little handfuls here and there from the little cracks in between the stones and stuff. So you can roll a d20 again if you'd like.
I like to do a perception. check.
17.
Okay, roll a perception check. What are you trying to perceive?
Just the surroundings and just the nature, just the area that it is. It could just be an old dragon horde. That's what I'm guessing.
It looks like it.
D20. Natural 20 plus 6, so 26.
Yeah, it looks like an old dragon horde.
So nothing to be fearful of the actual consequences of grabbing the gold. So Dormir joins in on grabbing some gold.
Okay.
I want to go and check and see the fucking necromancer room. Or where it ran the fuck off and see what the fuck that is.
Okay.
I'm still invisible, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So
I
Darrow's
want to make
going
sure that
here.
we aren't gonna get jumped.
Oh, he's panic grabbing at this point. He's just looking up at the. He has no idea how powerful this guy is. It's just money, 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 money. We are broke, so money's very nice.
So, Darrow continues forward. Does Lars and Thormir also continue forward as they grab, or?
Continue forward as I grab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody's moving
Just
forward
going,
then.
just going. Just buy a pile, grab coin, grab coin, grab coin.
Okay.
I roll never D100 or just roll never D20 or 2D20 or whatever. I am in loot mode, clearly.
And yet nobody grabbed the chest that was in front of the fucking tail that Matt was next to.
I was expecting that chest to be a just a prop thing for the
I
map.
don't know.
Is that it?
This is Will. He would have worked it in somehow or have been like, yeah, no, fuck you.
Is the chest closed or open? Is the big question.
It's closed.
Okay.
But
We all just flubbed a magic item. I thought Matt was gonna be the one to grab it.
as you go in and you all continue forward to see what this room is, you find yourselves now in a makeshift office study room where along the left wall you notice there are two shelves with an assortment of bottles and papers that are kind of thrown about now, as there are some on the ground lying crashed open. There's a few pages ripped and torn. There are a few pieces of study materials and stuff like that that are on the ground, broken and shattered. There's a desk across the way that has a small study space, a few papers, some potion bottles. There are cages in one corner that have bodies inside,
Alive or dead?
dead. As far as you can tell for right now, at least. There are two chests off to the right wall. They look to be some kind of organizational system. However, in front of the shelves stands a young man. This young man is toned and in rather scrappy clothes. Seems to be holding a potion bottle with some kind of ichor in it. And as the invisible Darrow steps forward, but Thormir and Lars, as well as Jade, being visible, the group watches as this young man seems to stand there for a minute, and he looks to Thormir and Lars.
One just leveled his way at his head.
Want to silently as I can rush over and yank the potion or bottle out of his hands.
I need
Can't
initiative.
Initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck's sake.
From all of us, or just
From everyone.
It's initiative.
Natural 1. There must be balanced.
18.
Natural 20 initiative. Now natural 1. Balance has been
26 total?
Okay.
I'm gonna be sitting here for another 20 minutes waiting for my turn. Fucker.
Let's see if this is even a battle.
It's
I think it was maybe you grabbing the potion out of his hands.
Darrow, you got an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Lars, you got a what?
1.
3.
3
A
total.
1 modified into a 3.
Thormir?
26
Oh, actually,
total.
correction. That's a good question. Can I actually use my severely barbs? Because it's a save, I guess, or a check, and it has to be, and it's pretty much a forced fiend, if I remember correctly. I need to read that spell again. What just don't look looking at it. Makes me mad.
Alrighty. Oh, and then I guess I gotta roll for Jade.
Next attack roll.
Nice. Alrighty.
No. Okay, I lost silvery barbs. It's the next attack roll, so I would have attacked with the bolt, but the first one was natural 20, so I was like,
Nice.
what was the point? So it's gone either way.
Jade. Aaron. Lars. Alrighty. So, Thormir's up first. What would Thormir like to do?
Is this after Darrow taking the potion?
Nope.
Damn it.
Because this person is about 55 feet away
55 feet away.
from Darrow. 60 from you, technically.
60 from me.
How fucking big is this room?
It is a part of the cavern from before makeshifted into an office.
And
Yeah,
he
this
sees
is- And he's just pointing. Don't do anything stupid, lad.
Is this guy seeing us right now or no?
He's
He
looking.
sees you.
He's looking at you.
He sees you, the kid, and Lars.
Can I, upon seeing him, saying, don't do anything stupid, can I also make a lie? or try to lie. We've dealt with one necromancer. Be such a shame to kill two in a day.
You can make a
So,
deception check.
in all reality, all I would do is make sure I'm in front.
Would I be a question? Would I be actually use it? No, ever use my silvery barbs unintentionally?
What were you saying, Thormir?
I'm trying to figure this out because he's 60 feet away. I can't actually conversate with the guy, and he's in a fucking corner with a potion. So I'm debating about actually shooting a fucking arrow at the dude,
Or
or actually try to that's all I can really do is shoot a fucking arrow at the guy.
Don't shoot an arrow at him. This isn't the culprit.
You think?
This has been set up from the jump of the kid was either blackmailed or like conned into getting these books for this person to make these necromancer spells, and then we saw two people come out of the fucking necromancer office. One rips the page and then goes back inside, and we heard someone like screaming and ranting about he couldn't have gone far. Where the fuck is he? I fucking highly doubt this is a kid, and even so, I'm invisible. I want to try and get close to him to disarm the fucking potion to be able to interrogate the little fucker.
And
Don't
how am I
shoot our one lead.
how am I supposed to know this?
Now that's
Don't
metagaming.
shoot our one lead, Matt.
How am I supposed to know this, Levi?
Yep.
Do what you want, Thormir.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing I can do
Mm,
in this situation.
Do what you'd like.
Same time. has
Do
he
what
done
Thormir
anything
would
good?
do.
Yeah. Just thinking.
So I will take a shot at him,
Okay.
but not at him. Right next to him.
Okay. You can do that.
I go for intimidation.
Okay. Roll an intimidation.
And my d20 is underneath my piano. Great. It's a 15. From the roll, I don't know if I have any amplifier. 16 total.
16. Okay. Anything for your bonus action?
Bonus action. All I do is I just stand in front of Jade, the girl.
Okay.
And all I basically say, don't do anything fucking funny.
Okay. It's Shade's turn, seeing as how Thormir hasn't attacked her. She doesn't really know what to do here, so she's not going to do anything. That leaves Darrow. He is 55 feet from you, 50 to get within melee.
It cut out. What?
55 feet from you, 50 to get in melee.
I'm guessing this is a combat scenario, so I can't move more than 30 feet at a time.
You could dash, but that would use your action.
But I want to do this quietly, so he doesn't suspect.
Well, then you would have to do it quietly.
I guess.
Can't dash
Yeah, I
quietly,
guess,
sadly, but
Hey, why'd you say that as a fucking option?
I didn't say it was an option. I just said you can either do it quietly or you can dash. But I mean,
If I dash fast enough, would I be able to grab it?
it would be an action to dash, and it would be an action to try and take it from him.
So no.
Decisions.
Wait,
could
wouldn't it be
surge.
my first action to dash and then my second action to grab it? So action surge to grab it. Is that not
It
how
w-
that would work?
It would take an
You would get
action
60 feet.
surge. It would take an action surge to try and to grapple it from him. Yeah. It would still be a contested fight.
The fuck is that?
It's like
What's my
any other
range from
grapple.
him?
It's
Yeah,
What's
that
my
means-
range?
it's your athletics or acrobatics versus his athletics or acrobatics. Whoever wins the grapple. If you lose, he doesn't get grappled, or you don't grapple the potion from him. If you win,
I'm
you
not just
grapple
grappling
the
the potion. I am going to do my own shit.
How far am I from him?
You would be 60 from him, 55 in melee.
Okay.
Anyway, Daryl, what do you want to do?
Fuck it. Dash, action surge, grapple.
Grappling the boy or grappling the potion?
It all depends on what the fuck I am allowed to do here, because if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Where is it? Action search. There it is.
If I make it to him in time, then I can go into details on what I do.
Well, if you're grappling him, target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving. Well, that's for 2024. That's not how that works. Grappling in the normal book that we use, the player's handbook from 2014, grappling is strength or it's acrobatics or athletics versus the enemy acrobatics or athletics. If you win, you grapple. If you lose, you grapple. However, grappling makes it to where the target cannot move at all. They aren't immobilized technically, but they can't move. They don't have any movement speed. They stay in one spot.
That's fine. That doesn't answer my question on do I make it to him in time. With the dash and then grapple.
You make it to him.
Okay, and then with the action surge, I want to grapple. I want to grab the potion out of his hands before he can tighten his grip
That's
on
a
it.
whole separate action.
You said it was grappling.
I told you you have to try and either grapple him or grapple the potion. It's an action to grapple one way or the other. So what are you wanting to do?
This is fucking annoying.
Mm-hmm. But keep in mind, every turn is 6 seconds, so you can only do so much as a normal person in 6 seconds, let alone as an adventurer.
Do we need to go over this again? I am not a normal human.
Well, I mean
So,
us, as,
Gary.
like, you, me, James, Matt, 6 seconds. That's not a lot of time to do a whole lot, and then these people are adventurers. These characters are adventurers.
So think about 6 seconds. Everything happens within that time.
All at the
I got
same
that.
time.
Can I make fucking point of where I grapple him?
You can grapple him.
Like point of grab? Or is it just grapple as in like fucking bear hugging the kid? Like,
You could do that. What are you wanting to do, Hootie? I've asked you 4 different times, dog. I told you can grapple the potion or grapple him. If you want to grapple the potion, it's a fight to try and take the potion from him. If you want to grapple him, then you try and grapple him. But either way, it's a contested grapple check. Now, how are you wanting to grapple him is the question if you're wanting to grapple him
grab
specifically.
him by the fucking neck and pin his wrist against the fucking wall so it's pinned against the wall so he can't fucking move his hand with the fucking potion and he can't fucking move.
Okay.
What the fuck do I need to roll?
That would be an athletics or acrobatics. Whichever you choose.
Fucking 10. Yay. All that for nothing.
Um. In total.
It's cocked against the 4 other ones that I had out for the skeletons. We're gonna put these away. You said you got a 10 total?
Yes, 10 total.
Okay. Darrow, being the muscled adventurer he is, much larger than most people, more experienced than most people. His muscle makes it very easy to fight muscle. The young man, however, smaller,
Silvery parts.
silvery barbs. Okay.
When I
As well.
grapple him, I do go not invisible for intimidation. But I don't know if that's gonna be another check afterwards or not.
That one was actually better.
Yeah, I tried.
Though toned, he is
Darrow-
wiry. So, as you tried,
Darrow gets it. The bonus.
Darrow gets the bonus.
Because he's
Bonus,
visible.
but
I cast silvery barbs. I gave him disadvantage to hopefully make it so he grapples him still. What I can do with that person, I can give you then advantage on your next attack, save, whatever. But it is the next attack. It just happens, no matter what. So save, etc.
As Darrow, who's used to battling muscle to muscle, goes to grapple the young man, the toned, slightly wiry boy manages to just barely slip from Darrow's grasp as he attempts to keep a small distance. He looks to Darrow now, then to the rest of the group. You can't stop me. He was supposed to bring her back, but you can't stop me. I will find him. Say your turn, Darrow.
all my stuff is done.
Okay.
I'm not able to do anything else. I did the action surge, I did the grapple, and
You can chat.
failed.
You can talk to the guy. You can give him a little smooch.
He then
The fuck are you
stands
talking about?
before Darrow.
I ask him, the fuck is he talking about?
He was supposed to bring her back.
Yeah, I heard that part. What do you mean?
The light of my life is never coming back.
Kid, you can either explain yourself or we're gonna have a very big mess on our hands in about 5 seconds.
We will. And then I'm gonna go find him. As he then uncorks the bottle and drinks the ichor.
Fucking yay.
He throws the bottle to the side. And for a moment, nothing happens. And he almost looks confused for a split second, as he kind of looks to his own hands, before he then
That tasted nasty.
coughs. He coughs, and he starts to cough harder and harder. Darrow having to take a step back as he coughs up blood and then this black ichor alongside it, this red mist mixed with this tar-like substance. And he just keeps coughing and coughing as if his lungs are filling. And he starts to claw at his neck as he's got this black ichor pouring out of his mouth, down his neck, down his jaw. And it begins to pool at his feet, soaking his clothes down the front. His body begins to tighten and contort as he's trying to breathe. Until suddenly, more of this ichor erupts from him. His nose now dripping, his mouth dripping. It almost looks as if he's crying, and this black ichor comes out from each side of his eyes. His ears begin to leak with this, until you notice his whole body is covered in this wet, slimy ichor. And then suddenly, he crumples to the ground. But a few moments pass before suddenly his body twitches. It twitches again, more violently. And the black ichor begins to surround his body, no longer pulling on the ground as it begins to wrap itself around him. He then stands slowly, limp at first, until it begins to grow and surround his body more and more, as he begins to grow taller than Darrow now. This young boy no longer small and frail, as this slimy black tar now forms. And you all see before you an undead monstrosity.
Is that Venom?
I told you, one of you were gonna spy something else.
Matt's supposed to be in front of Jid, not in front of Lars.
The group watches as Darrow looks up now at this creature.
Is Venom large?
How do I hear Eminem music?
I hear you too, but I hear it too. Is Venom large?
Hold on, I need to find fucking if there's a tavern version of Venom.
And that is where we end tonight's session.
Hey!
No!
So,
Come back.
thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for coming along hopefully our group can handle the situation that they have found themselves within, with the creature that has found itself before them.
Funny fucking symbiote. I know what this is. This is the DM's self-insert.
Gods no. No, this is disgusting, actually.
You Venom main.
This is
If
genuinely
we were to actually see it, I don't fucking doubt it. But like for the fucking AI generated image bullshit, you want Venom, right?
I can make a new one.
Sure.
No, that's what you see. There's no markings or anything like that for Venom. It's an undead creature made of this black tar and ichor. And it is similar. I did get some of the idea from Venom, but this creature is going to be very interesting. Nonetheless, I do hope that you all enjoyed. I will be sure to keep the campfire roaring for you all so that you have somewhere to sit the next time that the fireflies get you lost and the Will-O-Wisps have stories for you. But until then, the rain will continue to fall, the steam will continue to burn, and we hope to see you all next time here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods.
Have a good day, have a good night, whatever it is, wherever you are.
Please.
Matt? Oh, Matt says something. Banzai!
Bye bye.